Where did the ice climbers come from?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Ice Climber for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Ice Climbers!
It's the early to mid 80s. The United States is still in the midst of the 1983 video game crash, but over in Japan it was a whole different story. Nintendo, who at the time was known for their great arcade titles and Game & Watch handhelds, released the Family Computer on July 15th, 1983, and slowly became a very popular system in the land of Japan. Encouraged by the success, Nintendo decided to start making plans to release the Famicom in North America, and after a botched deal with Atari and a redesign later, Nintendo released the Entertainment System on October 18th, 1985. And to go along with this toy as they were trying to market it, there were 17 launch titles at the start, including today's game, Ice Climber. This game was released on October 18th, 1985, and got an above-average reception from critics. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if those who first got an NES skipped this game in general, especially when you got choices like Super Mario Bros., Excitebike, and Duck Hunt. Who cares about climbing ice when you can ride motorbikes and kill ducks? But when you've had your fun with those, you get to this and find a nice distraction of a game. Don't know what I mean? Neither do I, but we'll both find out as we take a better look at Ice Climber. You know, some game titles can either be vague or spell out exactly what you'll be doing within it. This game's name, of course, did the latter. You control Popo in the blue Eskimo parka, and have to repeatedly scale the changing mountains across 32 levels. You do this by climbing the first 8 layers of the stage. Usually you'll need to carve an opening to the next layer by using your wooden mallet, and then you can jump up and do it again. But it isn't as simple, for there are enemies afoot, like the bird that flies around at will, and the yetis that can fill the holes you've carved with ice if they come across it. Fun fact, these characters were changed from seals to yetis for the Western release, presumably so Nintendo doesn't come across as animal abusers, even though PETA says otherwise. They'll indeed be a nuisance, but your mallet is just as good with getting them out of the way as it is breaking ice. Once you climb past the 8 layers and make it to the peak, you'll go on to a bonus stage where you can collect vegetables and try to make it to the top within 40 seconds. There are no enemies here, but these stages provide more of a challenge in platforming. This also shows one of the game's faults, its weird jump and landing mechanics. For whatever reason, if you don't have a good running start, you'll just fall through the edge of a platform, which can spell disaster when you're trying to scale the mountain top. If you fall during the bonus, you won't lose a life, but you will miss out on the extra bonus, which is grabbing a condor by the feet, and that somehow warrants points. I don't know. Just be sure to get a good enough running start and collect all them eggplants if you want to rack up that high score. Seems as though the eggplant man from Wrecking Crew got tired of working construction, so they tried to climb a mountain and lost all their limbs. And life. The later levels in the game up the difficulty for sure, with the addition of a conveyor belt and icicles dropping. But you must make sure you don't take your time with these new challenges, for if you take too long, a polar bear shall come out and force you to climb by pounding on the ice to make the screen move up. Now I know polar bears are big, but I'm sensing a fat joke, though I don't think he really cares when he's wearing sunglasses and boxing shorts in public. I'm not gonna do it. You thought I would. Well, I have a show to run. I don't want YouTube on my butt. I do. Hi! Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. Anyhow, Ice Climber is a pretty alright experience, maybe a bit short when it comes to levels, but it has the difficulty with a sprinkle of unfairness to keep the challenge coming. Nintendo did a thing and it shows, not only trying their hand at appealing to Eskimos, but also keeping up with their eggplant fetish of the time. I still wonder what's up with that. The music was composed by Akito Nakatsuka, and when I said Wrecking Crew was limited in the music, I lied. This game is really lacking in tunes. Although what it has is for sure satisfactory, I think it could have done maybe a little more. I mean, it only has 2 full tracks and 4 little tunes in between, giving 6 pieces in total. I would think it could be repetitive to some, but I like the music regardless. Still, they could have added another track to it. Perhaps an 8-bit rendition of Sarah McLachlan's In the Arms of an Angel, but it's more upbeat so you don't feel bad for killing an endangered species. So you would think if the devs didn't put too much effort in the music, then they must have done more with extra content. Nope. There are only 2 other things you can do with this game, the first being you can choose what level you like to start off from if you want to try the more difficult level, the other being playing this game with another person with player 2 controlling Nana in pink. Now longtime viewers from Season 1 know what I'm about to say and it's gonna continue to Season 2, I still have no friends to play with. I honestly can't believe he's still trying that. So with basic extras to toggle with, I still beg the question, why couldn't more be done with the music? I guess some things will never be known. Just like why Jacob is trying to be my P2. This game did a little decent in sales, selling roughly 1.5 million copies worldwide. Nintendo sure as hell liked this game too, as it got ported to NEC's PC-88, a Versus arcade machine, and the Famicom Disk System during its initial heyday. In 2001, the characters Popo and Nana appeared in Smash Bros. Melee to the surprise of everyone, and stuck with the series ever since. This also made their game make a resurgence as it was ported as an e-reader game, a Game Boy Advance title as a part of the classic NES series, and in later years it was released on the Virtual Console for Nintendo's latest products. So, what is my rate to play? While probably not on my top 10 favorite NES black box games, Ice Climber is still an above average title. The concept is very Nintendo to say the least. It fits right in with the creative genius that they were and still are. You can expect fun and frustration with this game, which is the perfect blend of funstration when you play the game the Ice Climbers came from. Who here actually plays Ice Climbers as their main in Smash Bros? Let me know so I can pummel you with my Pikachu. To conclude, I give this game a play rate of should play. But that's only my opinion. If you have your own thoughts, leave a comment. If you like what you see, leave a like. If you think others would enjoy this, share it around the web. And if you want to see more, subscribe. Anyway, this has been BrianTheBlue Game Reviews, Ice Climber for the NES. Brian here saying thanks for watching my game review. You can find me elsewhere like on BrianTheBlue LPs where I play through video games when I can for the fun of it. I've done Luigi's Mansion, Portal 2, and recently the original Mega Man, and more. So you should subscribe so you can follow me on my many adventures. Plus, I run the STARFIGHTERS arcade channel. I work at a retro arcade in real life, and there we cover the arcade games with regulars as well as providing tips. You can find out more about the arcade in our commercials, so check us out when you have the time. But don't forget, I have plenty of other content on this channel with original series like quick views, console reviews, AC reviews, and current calamities. From software to hardware, I provide any and all gaming reviews. Check out Jacobians further to see what I have to offer. That's all the promotion from me. Click the I to go watch either the previous or upcoming episodes of Game Reviews.